Hi, Vic Weekley, and I'm here with Guilherme Lopes. Guilherme, what's going on today?
Well, we used the full name, right? Don't
We
put
did.
my don't put my government name out like
Government
that.
name. I felt like it was time. It was time
For what? To let
to
people
like
know
take it
my
up.
name?
No, take it up a notch, you know? I feel like it's
What?
important.
I didn't know.
If our tech went up a notch, I think so should our professionalism.
Okay. Oh man, Vicky, before we begin with our topic for today, I do want to give everybody a shout out for participating in our survey. We
Yes.
did get a good amount of people who took about 5 minutes out of their day to really just share their thoughts with us. Vicky and I are going to work on some of those as we implement them into our video. We have a meeting next week for us to review them, and Father Abe is going to implement some of the changes, whatever changes are recommended.
What did you think of this week's video? Drinks water in the middle of the question.
I can't really say much about Father Abe's video, I suppose, because then I'm gonna be like bullied by that one rando. I
No
think
way. He
again,
you. Don't worry about him.
I think just like I think about all his videos, let's just be clear that it was a well prepared video. Father Abe does it in a very Father Abe style. You can tell that he is a teacher. You can tell that he misses the classroom because he gives this wonderful. I love the connection. Though I think the title was my favorite part about the video.
Mm-hmm.
The I don't want to say it wrong. Pro-abortion or
Pro-life
anti
or
pro-life or
anti-abortion.
anti-abortion. So I love that about the video. I'll go into what I think about the video a little bit later. But Father Abe is well prepared. I think what I also appreciate about his videos, it never comes off attacking.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you about the pro-life or anti-abortion because I think that's a really important distinction to make. This video I thought was jam-packed, which I'm sure you know because you're
Oh
putting it
yeah,
together. But
for sure.
I felt this one, it kind of needed to be because I think people, it's almost like relearning what a word means. Like what does it mean to be
Oh,
pro-life versus
okay.
anti-abortion? So I think it was almost like a that teaching moment, absolutely, that he gave to everyone. But it was it was gentle. And I think honestly for this subject, people need a little bit of like the gentle push into, hey,
Yeah.
let's
See,
try to
I
relearn
wonder.
something here.
I wonder if
What do you
that's what really they need, though. A gentle push. I think that's what
think?
I struggle with. I struggle
Hmm.
with because ever since quarantine started, I think like the conservative Catholic has been very, very much like they're taking away the churches. They're saying it's not an essential business. They went off. Okay, you know, fine. They got their church. Like they can go back into the building. Okay,
Hmm.
I think when the Black Lives Matter stuff came in, a lot of them were like, all lives matter. Like why should I do this? And it's like,
Right.
well, let's understand things. Let's understand the movement before. And I don't agree with the organization. Well, okay, well, you don't agree with the organizational side of Black Lives Matter. You can still support that Black
Hmm.
lives do matter, and
Right.
all lives cannot matter until Black Lives Matter. And
Hmm.
then you have those, and I've seen priests actually go on like Facebook Live going, how come we can't get all of these young people out here for the pro-life march in whenever it is in January in DC? And I said, guy, why is that even the time for you to bring that up? Like I
Yes.
get it because it's like naturally you're comparing a protest and
The-
and a demonstration like I get it. Oh, you cut off a little bit.
yeah.
See, this is what we're
No, no,
talking
you're.
about,
Oh,
people.
I'm here.
This
You
is what we're talking about. I'm
have
gonna
to leave
put
that
this
in.
in.
You have to leave out the cut.
I'm gonna put this in so everybody understands like what we're talking about. No, but then you have people like comparing movements, like compare like they're not the same thing. And
Hmm.
and then when I look at the pro life movement, I see a structure that's better prepared. People like schools go like they know every year they're gonna go to the March for Life. It's almost like a
Yeah.
field trip for people. Like it's like this entering into a different part of your Catholic spirituality of this is a part of our faith, and people go
Hmm.
and then they protest peacefully. There's songs, there's all sorts of things like. But what's going on with the pro-life movement with the Roe v. Wade case, and I feel like people are really focused on that though, that like they're so entrenched in that, like it's not the pro-life movement, it's just you're anti-abortion. And I struggle
Right.
with that a lot because it's like, hello, like Black Lives Matter is a Christian movement. You're asking people to just value and give
This
dignity
is pro
to
life.
our brothers and sisters who are
Hmm.
black.
Yeah.
The same conversation can be had though about the LGBT movement. Like we're looking for
Yes.
people to just be respected. You know,
Yes.
like
To have rights.
we're not talking about like what the catechism is saying, but I find that people pick specifics and then they're like bam, you know, and then that's pretty much it. So what I also loved is that he transitioned to the death penalty. You know, that to me was really interesting, and I think I'll tell you a story where my first master's is in criminal justice. I was actually really in support of the death penalty. I think it's kind of hard. I mean, I don't want to make any assumptions for anybody else studying criminal justice, but I think it was kind of hard going to school and not feeling like you had to be, because that was
Sure.
like the culture.
Okay. The thoughts that I had while watching this video, especially while listening to Father Abe talk about those that are pro-life, but are they like anti-abortion, is like, is it easier to justify um, marching for someone or a population or a group of people because
Oh,
you can't judge their choices, right? So like a baby, is it the baby has no control over the situation. No choices have been made on the baby's part. So then is that way it's easier because there's an innocence that's wrapped around in it? So
that's a
then is
good
it
point.
easier, like is it easier to condemn people because you think you would have done things differently or they didn't make choices that you approve
Uh,
of? And it's
that's
like
a
at the end of the
good
day,
point.
that is not our judgment to be making here. And I think that's the part where we really have to relearn things, is that we may not agree, right? Whatever Daniel Lewis Lee did, and you can read about it if you want. Um, Whatever he did does not it's not good. There's a reason
Right,
he is where he is, right?
right,
Not good. Nobody can
right,
justify what he did.
right.
Nobody. But that doesn't mean that we have the justification to take his life, because at the end of the
Absolutely.
day, not our judgment. And punish can be, I think, administered in a different way. A punishment of a whole life sitting somewhere that you don't want to be.
I
Hmm.
want to ask you a follow up question to what you just shared.
Okay.
You shared that we can't judge them for what they did. But
Right.
do you still think though that we should hold people accountable to their crime? So if there's something that they did, right, they should still have some form of punishment that's appropriate, no?
Yes. Just a just punishment that fits the
Okay.
crime. And
Okay.
that, like, and I think it's important to take the victims into account. If you're being treated with dignity and respect, I think it's just you need to pay it forward. I don't think it's anything that we're supposed to be holding on to, because it's not the gift that we're giving each, like that we. It's a gift we've been given. We need to share it over and over again. I just don't. It's not our place to decide those things for people. And I really think it's just time that we begin to survey exactly what you said, right? Like if we're Catholic and we desire to learn more about our faith, I think it's time that we also survey the things that we support, do, and say, and also the things
That's a
that we
good
don't.
point.
All right, G, hit me with some shout outs because I got mine
I
ready, I
Oh,
think.
do you?
I don't
I
know.
Let's
My
see.
shout outs are for
Let's see.
the
Let's see. Let's see.
they're for the CYMs because I am doing calls all of this
Mm.
month, and I'm just excited to have these conversations. I've had a couple already, they've gone really well. I'm excited to listen to what you guys are doing, and I'm just thankful for all that you guys are doing. I'm learning that, gee, they have a lot going on.
If you like this video, feel free to subscribe, hit the notification button. Please do your best to share this, and share it on Facebook, share it with your family, whatever. We love answering questions, so if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out. We'll put the links in the bio for some of the cases that we're talking about, some of the people we're talking about. But with that, if there's nothing else from you, Vicky, my name is G. That is Victoria T Weekly, and I'll catch you guys
Stop.
in the next one.
Bye, everyone.
Peace.